In every aspect of life, you can tell yourself that you are done with something without actually reaching your goal. But today, I want to share the complete opposite story. A moment where a single message changed the entire outcome. And that message came from one of you.
Let's go ahead and fight 'em.
This is a continuation of the story from this video. You can watch the first part for a full experience. The last time I played this map was a few months ago, when I was trying to get my second champion medal ever. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and I missed it by the narrowest margin. It was a pretty frustrating result, especially because I set the time within the first 13 hours, which meant I couldn't improve it during the next 7 hours. And just like that, the challenge was over with an unsatisfying outcome. I moved on my toughest Trackmania project so far, but I couldn't stop thinking about this map, especially my final time, knowing how close I was to getting what I wanted. And all these thoughts stayed with me because of one single, but incredibly powerful message. Great video, still got some time, so go complete your goal. This part stuck with me for a long time, and after so much time spent on this, I told myself I should grind this map one last time. This is still harder than it looks. I only need to improve it a little, but after months of not playing this map, my run feels pretty strong. To have a better chance of beating my PB, I really have to analyze. I'm not a fast learner in this game, so my progress is much slower than it should be. This time thought I didn't expect to take so long just to get a little closer to my personal best. Not a single part of this track felt faster than my PB attempt. I was losing time everywhere. I stopped wasting my time and decided to learn from better players. Then I realized that my start had a bad line. To drive it faster, a wider line is much better for keeping lead. The next part with the speed slide was probably the most unlikely section for me, because I was too inconsistent with it, but it's still an area where I can gain speed and time. After that, there is the landing spot and the final jump at the end of the track. Now I had at least 4 different ways to gain time. This champion medal was very important to me. So far I have collected 2 champion medals. The first one came from my best Trackmania placement, where I finished in the top 8 in the world on an official campaign map. The second one was from my biggest Trackmania challenge, which I mentioned before. However, this champion medal was a little bit different. The first map has many tricks that you can use to your advantage, and the second map has a huge but very difficult shortcut. On this map it was just pure driving skill that mattered. After more than 40 hours, I finally had a run that could have been good enough. But it wasn't.
What if it happened to you on a different day, on a bridge where there wasn't a rail in the way, or a neighborhood street where the little kids play, or the Angeles crest in the snow or the rain? What if you weren't alone, there were kids in the car? What if you were remote, no one knows where you are? If you changed anything, would you not have survived? You're alive, you're alive, you're alive. And I know you don't remember calling me, but I told you even then you looked so pretty in your hospital bed. I remember you said you were scared. So am I.
From every failure, every mistake, every bad attempt, you can learn and build your own knowledge. Trackmania is basically a learning process every single time you start the run. 40 hours is a lot for one map, but it can give you one advantage over others: you won't quit. And because of that, it can sometimes push you beyond your own limits. But this isn't the only goal I want to talk about. As a child, I always wanted to create videos and work in a job where I could edit interesting events and create animations that people might like. As training, I created an animation channel with my best friend, where we shared topics we found interesting. After a few months, I found a job as a video editor and felt proud that I had achieved one of my biggest goals. I turned my hobby into my everyday job, and the future looked promising. But when a hobby becomes your job, sometimes it can slowly lose its positivity. After a few years, my creativity and joy were gone. I felt surrounded by stress, negativity and lack of freedom. So I quit, with zero motivation to go back. No editing, no animations. Later I decided to try this channel with no expectations. I love documentaries, and storytellers like Natalie Lynn and Nicholas Crystal inspired me to try making one of myself. Somehow my first documentary reached more people than anything I had done before. But more importantly, the positivity in the comments completely surprised me. It showed me that turning my ideas into something others find meaningful is priceless. And you can't imagine how grateful I am for that. I don't know how long I will stay on YouTube, but I will always remember how a group of people I will probably never meet, just by sharing their feelings, made me love creating again in my own way. I think everything is easier when we feel support from others. Sometimes you can be someone who has a special impact. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay cool.
But oh, I'm dancing on the floor. I live the life they live no more. My heart is beating loud and fast to make the heavy memory last. One drink for sorrow, two for pain, and three to never cry again. So play the fiddle, stomp the ground.